Hey everyone, CVH here, and today we'll be taking Midrange Crusader to the ladder. This build that you can see on screen when we're about to play, it's not a deck that I've played before. I've been playing against a little bit more control and midrange oriented Crusader decks recently in the last month, ever since Stampede Sentinel got released. And I recently played against Eni a few times on the ladder who was playing it. I don't know, I beat him with a couple decks, lost with a different deck, don't remember the exact matchups. But I tried to construct a version based on what I saw him play. And it looks pretty good. Looks like a pretty well-rounded curve. Don't know the matchups too well yet, but I decided to just take it to the ladder. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can take some people by surprise. He might mulligan for an aggressive deck. Looks like we have a Mage first, usually Control Mage. I think I will not keep Hive Defender, even though it's probably our best on curve 4 without the ring and without any earlier plays. This is a very anti-aggro hand. I wouldn't be too sad to be surprised and see him play an action or an aggressive version of Mage.
Your destruction is at hand.
Alright, maybe my wishes are being answered here. So we could just Rapid Shot it. Could wait until next turn and Skaven. Who knows if we have a good Skaven, and Skaven could just die to the 1/1 itself. But that's kind of what's happening with Rapid Shot. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait and Skaven. And potentially not take a 1/1 with the Ashlander. It's always a 1/1 if I use Rapid Shot or Execute. I would probably use Rapid Shot instead of Execute because we're up against a Mage who could have Dagger Fall Mage.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
And there we go. Surprise. So yeah, we're definitely going to execute this Dagger Fall Mage. And we're just going to pass there. Hive Defender should eat the Ashlander no problem. Hopefully it doesn't deal too much damage to it, I guess. Yeah, the turn 1 Ashlander, the ring into the Daggerfall, the ring on turn 3 into his own Hive Defender, alright. Still gonna say I think this is a pretty aggressive deck. Although 2 of the 3 cards he's played so far, everything except the Ashlander, are pretty staple inclusions in Control Mage. We'll just contest with our own slightly underdressed Hive Defender, I guess. That version is the alternate art version from something. I forget exactly which bundle you got that in. I have one myself. Ooh, he's not even trying to get the, that's pretty interesting. He's not even trying to get the value out of the Ashlander there. He could have finished it off with that instead of using the Lightning Bolt. That's quite interesting. So let's just Earthbone Spinner the Ashlander, get it out of the way completely. And hopefully the Earthbone Spinner will trade 1/1 with the Hive Defender.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
No sense to Rapid Shot anything quite yet. Things are looking okay so far.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Alright, pretty sure that's the last little shred of evidence we need to indicate, woof, an aggressive strategy. Good thing we have double Skaven, right? We can clear those up pretty cleanly. And I think we just will. What are some other plays? We could play Northlander Kvatch in the right. Northlander Kvatch. We could Rapid Shot for no apparent reason. We're definitely taking this trade. I wonder if next turn he's going to have Golden Saints. Hopefully not. That would be bad. This is a pretty tough play. Yeah, I'm just going to double Skaven. Probably one of the best opportunities I get to use these. We end with a 2/2 and a 2/3 against nothing, so he needs a pretty big play. Golden Saint would be that big play. Just gotta kind of hope he doesn't have it. He does have it. We are ready to deal with exactly half of it. And we can Jav the other half, I guess. Jav and develop a 2/4 Rift Thane. We don't even need to. If we really don't want to Jab, we don't have to. We could just play Guard Northlander. Should be able to clean up what he's representing.
Awaiting orders. I'll take the bad guy. I'll kill you where you stand.
I don't know exactly if he's too much larger than Golden Saint in this deck. I would doubt it. I would tend to doubt it. But having the Jav in my hand still is pretty nice. Just a good safety measure, just in case there is something larger. A lot of people have been playing Indoril Archmage on me in Arena. That has no relevance to this match, but throwing that one out there. Divine Fervor, not too odd of an inclusion.
Your destruction is at hand.
Alright, Blood Dragon seems like a pretty good draw, because I would like to clear this using Rapid Shot in my 2-3. And I wouldn't be able to play Vigilant Giant if I did that, so let's just Rapid Shot first. Hit with the Kvatch, trade the 2-5 into the 2-2 Grunt. Play Blood Dragon in the Shadow Lane. Maybe he has to go for a 50-50 on whether Ashlander will clear that. Blood Dragon could soak up the damage, my face could soak it up, and I'm still a relatively high life total. With 3 Bruma Profiteers somewhere in my deck, 2 Pillaging Tribunes somewhere in my deck. Yeah, not totally sure on whether a lot of these card counts are correct, but that's what we're going with currently. Is he gonna go for the 50-50 or make me do it? If he makes me do it, then I could play something first, and it decreased the odds further that the Northlander would die to the Ashlander. Choosing just not to attack, period. Didn't expect that one. So, do I want my Vigilant Giant to potentially eat this damage? How much do I care about my Northlander surviving? That's the question. I think I'd like a full health Vigilant Giant. I think I would. And I wouldn't mind if he goes face and gives me that card. He clearly didn't want to give me that card, right? So let's do it. Yeah, dead. Alright, Vigilant Giant it is. Hopefully he's seen fewer jabs than we have. Because I wouldn't be looking forward to another one here. Hopefully he's not topping his curve with Manticora or something. I mean, obviously he couldn't play it this turn, but that wouldn't be good. Ugh, another one. Leave me alone! We'll execute. Almost almost entirely useless with a Divine Fervor on the board. Unlikely we can get a better target than the 2-2, but it doesn't really serve much of a purpose to get rid of it right now, I don't think. Would be nice to play I guess Sentinel and Tribune this turn. I can go Tribune and Javelin. Javelin the 5-5 on the left, so the Tribune doesn't have to trade with it. We will be breaking through for 3 with this attack. I think it's a fine Jav. I tentatively think it's okay. We drain for a lot. Seems like what we want to be doing. We had a Prophecy. It's gonna be Lightning Bolt. Unfortunately. Harpy. Okay. Well, now we can unfortunately consider I guess we're okay with that trade. We should rather keep our 5-4 alive, yeah. We have 2 more Blood Dragons, the Sentinel in our hand, an extra copy of each of these somewhere in the deck, 2 Belligerent Giants to push.
Elements, I summon thee.
Unfortunate. But how much damage is it really? Alright. Sentinel and Javelin, the 4-4. Seems like the move. Because we don't want it to deal a million points of damage to us if he has another one especially. If he has another one, I'm pretty sure I just lose to it, though. This deck does not... It has many answers to many things. One of those things is not AoE, which is why wide boards with 3 Divine Fervors is a bit of an issue currently for me. Not dead yet, though. Not dead yet. I'm not planning on being dead anytime soon. Although, Lightning Bolt's a card that now kills me, so I might not have a whole lot of choice. So... That's actually quite bad. I don't know if I can live. As a matter of fact, that is a huge amount of breakthrough. We can bounce one of them. We can Hive Defend against that one. Well, I guess we'd bounce this one. And we'd defend the Hive in the Shadow Lane. And, well... Yeah, this isn't that bad. We can bounce one and hit... Oh, that trade is so gross. Such an unfun trade to make. Excuse me, is it ever right? If you only had 2 fervors, it would kind of make sense to kill one. Man, this is bad. This is just not good. So I'm doing it like this because I'm pretty much dead to lightning bolt anyway. But I was doing it like this because even though this dies to execute, we save our larger guard for the thing that has breakthrough next turn. But after Atromancer and a million Divine Fervors, his last card happens to be Bolt, which we can't do anything about if we don't have another Tribune or Bruma Profiteer in our hand. And if we did, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have the Magicka remaining. Well, Bruma Profiteer we could fit in. But Tribune was hard to weave into the turn there. But it would have been nice to be able to play it. So let's keep another one. Hopefully we get slightly less wrecked. Yeah. The Harpy definitely wasn't good for us, but I don't know if that alone was the reason we lost. I mean, the deck's lack of answers to Atromancer can't be helping us in that matchup. There's always that, like, nagging suspicion. Well, it's an aggressive deck with blue. There's a chance he's capping with Atromancers. Whereas a lot of the action mage decks you might see on the ladder have a lower curve and just try to burn the opponent out if they lose the board. If you're playing more of a creature-oriented strategy with a lot of Divine Fervors and stuff, Atromancer seems totally likely. We got PDMD, who's been literally grinding for as long as I have been online today. Oh, he's on Archer now. Interesting. He's gonna message me, guys. I know it. What kind of Archer does PDMD like? Aggro Archer? Again, I don't have the ring. I would like a 2-drop. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. Can't complain. GLHF, aka... Well, you guys can't see that. The deck list is in the way. He said good luck. So he shipped 1 card, if I saw that correctly? 2, 3, 4, 5. How to curve out with CVH. Let's do it. He probably thinks I'm an aggro deck, so slamming this 2-drop down as fast as possible. Can maintain the shroud. The element of surprise, if you will. He probably like it mulliganed for anti-aggro, excuse me. I do still not know what kind of deck this is. Murkwater, which means probably not aggro. Could be goblins. Could be Goblin Archer. It's gaining some hype recently. Hive Defender into Blood Dragon now. The curve just gets better and better the more I wait. That looks like either the green reactive Archer or just goblins, yeah, which wouldn't be great. So if we play the Hive Defender and he curses the Hive Defender, whether or not he finishes it off, we have something of an issue because it's only a 2/5 and won't be able to kill that by itself, and we'd have to Piercing Javelin. I don't want that to stick around forever. I'm inclined to just Cloud Rust Illusionist and pass. I mean, after I attack for 2. Blood Dragon the turn after is going to be good. I mean, if I Hive Defender, it does sort of bait the curse out, but it's not great to make him use it. I think I'm just going to Cloud Rest and try to actually kill it, because reducing this to a 3/2 still means I can trade. It's not a feel-good Cloud Rest, but it's a feels-necessary Cloud Rest. Now we have the jab if we need to use it in a pinch. I'd love to top deck and execute. That'd be ideal. The ideal thing did not happen. I have to think about how required it is that we get rid of that shaman right now. If he has a finish off in his hand, I'd have no way of knowing our Leaf Lurker. He wouldn't be using it this turn. For any reason, the 1/2 is perfectly defending against my Cloud Rest. 2 curses is a lot to let him have. I think I'm probably just gonna... Oh my god, it feels bad to Jav. It feels a lot better to just Blood Dragon and hope the Blood Dragon deals with the 3/3. So that's what we're gonna go with. If he has finish off for Leaf Lurker, we get a little punished here. And by a little, I mean a lot. Because then we probably still have to Jav, and he's rotating most of his magicka to use freely, along with hitting me for a bunch, which he's going to be doing anyway. That I'm okay with. I'm okay with the 6 damage that's coming in. I have the Tribune in my hand. There's Execute, 1 card down. Oh, that feels bad. Those are daggers. My soul. Alright, I feel less bad. 2 of his cards are curses, which are good, but I can deal with that thing. Could even do it in a way that gives me 3 magicka to play with if I had anything to use the rest of my magicka on. So I will simply Javelin. Simply that, and trade. And I am still too scared to give him more cards, but hopefully that'll change soon. Just going in, he's going to curse it. Alright, Belligerent Giant's nice to have, in case he drops another Kinral or something, we can get the tempo back. Jarl. If he played something weak, I could Stampede Sentinel Execute. Could Javelin it. Not really into that. I think I'm just going to smack for 2 again now that I'm able to. Once more. Drop the Sentinel. See what we have to do next turn. Could be Belligerent Giant. Could be some combination of Pillaging Tribune, or Hive Defender, Execute, or Stone Throw. Yep. Could be any number of things. He's dealing a lot of damage to me, though. He should be trying to close the game soon. So this Tribune should hopefully help us prevent that. Whoa. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Riftlane answers those pretty nicely, but he does have 1 curse remaining in his hand. At least, unless he, runs them as well. He could also be doing that. Hive Defender. Stone Throw, one of the Kinsmen. We're taking a lot of damage just from these effects. That's not good. I could just heal for 7 right now. Heal for 7, play the Fearless Northlander. Or heal for 7, play the Rifthane even. If I want to be that defensive. And I think I would like to.
Burn it all to the ground.
Even though it's not the most efficient play magicka-wise. Well, we can make this attack and still be behind in life. It forces out the curse. Ugh. Do we just Stone Throw? Let's make the curse worse. At least we'll have the Rifthane for next turn. Yeah, I just realized, Rifthane reduces the health as well. Does not even make it hard to trade in. Just one Kinsman will favorably answer the 1/3. Jarl's actually fine with me, Jarl number 2. I'm giving him a lot of cards, but he only has 2 magicka left, and every turn he's limited to a certain amount of cards he can actually play to the board anyway. So I don't really mind this. Alright, that's kind of ideal, actually, is that we get something to finally execute. So we can punch for 7, we can Belligerent Giant the Jarl, because he definitely doesn't want to play it again. And we can Rifthane. And I'll still have Guard, which is nice. Maintaining the Guard in the Shadow Lane. Yeah, I think this is probably better than using the Execute here. Pretty sure. We could still be able to execute it next turn. If not, it's not a huge priority, obviously. A Quarter Shaman. Ally. Oh, he has this and the curse, yeah. We do have a lot of damage just from the board if we wanted. Vigilant Giant. Is a card I could play in the left. So I probably need to Piercing Javelin the 4/4. Trade my 7/4 into the 1/1, get tons of breakthrough. Trade my 5/4 into the cut purse. He will have 1 curse next turn that we know of. I could just go face for 5. Well, we'll see what he gets here. Apparently it's something. I might need to trade and execute something else.
They make it too easy. No prisoners. Die, scum!
How much do I need to execute that?
Die, scum!
It's always tough to assess. There aren't seeming to be a whole lot of other execute targets, though, so we'll just go with this. He has 1 curse, 1 triumphant Jarl, and a bunch of other stuff. 6 bunch of other stuff, to be exact. PDMD not drawn first, gonna have to give him a hard time about that one, guys. So I can rapid shot here and trade up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. If I drew another damage dealing action, I could potentially even kill him.
I had worse.
Room of Vigilant Giant seems like it's going to have to be good enough, and I think it is.
Die, scum!
We'll get our attacks in first, and I think I'll actually... Let's see, we'll heal up to 13. Dying is super unlikely.
No prisoners.
Commit to the Shadow Lane. Although, guarding the other lane because he's playing Shadow Shifts makes sense as well. Is Fetch Vigilant Giant better? Well, it's Vigilant Giant first, I think, over here. Well, now I have to figure it out. We'll just put a chump guard over there in case he moves over. Should be good enough. It's difficult. We want to draw, but we also want to potentially not play this in a lane. He gets a Fighter's Guild recruit if we attack. So yeah, we could have drawn another rapid shot and maybe gone for it. Theoretically, there we would have had the tools to attempt lethal with the second rapid shot, buffing my Northlander up to a 5/2. Instead of a 3/3, not having to trade, we could have maybe gone for it. That would have been 5 more damage, and he is at 5, so theoretically lethal was presented, just in the wrong order since I wanted to get the attacks in before I played my stuff. It's a very difficult call to make. We are protected by 3 guards and still have well over lethal represented, along with the ability to maybe heal for some more next turn. It was quite close, but we pulled it out. Maybe closer than it needed to be.
No prisoners.
Alright, so there you have it. Beaten PDMD on YouTube. And that's a little bit of Midrange Crusader. It's a deck I definitely want to get more practiced with. Seems fun, seems like it has a lot of interesting tools. Not the greatest at handling Pre-Matromancer. So damn it, the last guard. GG. It's a good thing we played that card. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more strategy videos, highlights, deck techs, etc. I'll link the stream down below. Feel free to follow for daily Legends streams, and I will see you guys next time.